Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Precious Lawrence. I am the founder and creator of Unity Online, and today is obviously my first YouTube video. I'm going to be doing a video about things that I've learned. Now I am 20. Quick backstory about me really quick. I graduated from a private Christian school. I went to a trade school in Alaska to study the Bible and get my carpentry certificate. I love fashion. There are so many things that I could tell you about myself, but those are just the key things that come to mind. I'm very people oriented. I'm very business oriented, and yeah, that's just a little bit about me. So you're not just listening to a complete stranger, even though that's okay in today's society. Back to the video. I have a multitude of things that I've learned in 20 years, and I just wrote down 9 that I feel are very relevant right now and like kind of timeless, relevant and timeless, because I feel like these topics will always, these lessons will always be learning and or always learned. And without further ado, I'll get straight into the 9. And the very first thing that I learned in my 20 years of living is that sex is not better than love. And I say this because it took me the hard way. It took me learning the hard way to finally realize that sex is not better than love. And Trey Songz said it in his song The Best, which the song is called Sex Ain't Better Than Love. And I truly just have experienced hypersexual activity in my teenage years, and I speak from experience when I say that even though you can have a lot of sex and a lot of people in your bed, it does not mean that they love you or that you're loved or even valued. And seeing that makes you realize that there's no value to sex anymore, so that's what I learned about that. And then the second thing that I learned is that I would rather have loyalty than love, which is kind of like counterintuitive to what I just said. But growing up, I was raised to more so be independent, not loyal. And that's not a bad thing. People are just, raised in different ways, and that's okay. And all of that said, now I realize, in the words of 21 Savage, that I would rather have loyalty than love, because love is just an emotion. I love my journal, boom, but I'm not loyal to my journal. You get my drift. But what I'm saying is, you're actively, when you're choosing to be loyal, you're actively choosing to stay committed to a person, a thing, or you know what I'm saying, or a project or something. You're actively committing to that. And that I would rather much so have somebody be loyal and actively all the time commit to me or my business, or you know what I'm saying, if I'm hiring employees or something like that. And with that being said, there's just so many things that I can go into on each and every one of these points. But the next thing that I've learned at 20 is that you and you alone are accountable for your healing. And this is a very, very hard pill to swallow, because inevitably you reach an age. In my experience, speaking from personal experience, I've experienced this from 18 to 20, because I am 20. So from those 3 years, I definitely realized that it doesn't matter who hurt me or what hurt me or what I went through. It matters that I am healing. And the wonderful thing about healing is that it has no time limit. You can take 3 years to heal, you can take 2 months to heal, you can take 2 weeks to heal, but the main thing is that you're healing, and that's the most beautiful thing. And that's a perfect segue into my next thing that I learned, is that time does not heal all wounds. Now that's going to sound pretty gloomy and gusk, but I'm going to leave you with hope. So the reason why I say that is because I personally have given countless years and countless months and so on and so forth of time just trying to heal those wounds. But I want to take a twist on that time heals all wounds and say that time does not heal all wounds. You and time heal all wounds, because you can't just sit there and wait for time to make you feel better, or to make you, even talk about what you're trying to heal from, because it's just, it's not going to work for you in the long run. You can sit there and you can wait and do nothing and expect time itself to, heal that wound, or, help you get over that trauma. But then at the end of the day, you realize that it's inevitably it's up to you. It's up to you and you alone to heal from your trauma. You have to take the time to heal from your trauma. You have to take the time out of your day, out of your work schedule, out of your school schedule, out of your extracurricular activities, out of basketball, whatever you do, you have to take time out of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to take time to heal yourself. Time itself is not going to heal those wounds. The only way that time itself is going to heal those wounds is if it's an actual wound, and that's me being sarcastic, but hey, that's my unpopular opinion. Welcome to the channel. But I can go on and on about each one of these things separately and individually, but because of the sake of time, and I don't want my very first video to be extremely long, I just want you guys to get a sense of who I am and what I've learned, and inevitably who you're going to be watching. And let's hop back right into the things that I've learned. The next thing that I've learned is like kind of a cliche. A lot of Christians, I am a Christian, a lot of Christians, and a lot of pastors you've probably heard say, God will never give you more than you can handle. And I am here to debunk that myth. I am here to let you know that God will give you more than you can handle. And I say that not to let you feel gloomy or gust, but I want you to realize that God knows what you're capable of, and he's going to give you more than you can handle, because one, he knows what you're capable of, and two, his hopes in giving you more than you can handle is that you turn to him for wisdom and guidance, and just to be there with you and through this endeavor that you're going on. And I just wanted to debunk that, because so often I hear, or when I'm going through hard things, or when a friend is going through hard things, I hear a family member tell them, oh, God would never give you anything that you can't handle. Like, he would never give you more than you can handle. And I'm here to tell you that that's an absolute lie. He knows what you're capable of, and he's there for you. And I can talk, about my faith and about my belief in God and my whole testimony in another video. If you guys would like, just comment down below. This is a channel where I will be talking about all of my unpopular opinions, hence the name. But the next thing that I learned, which is something that I'm still grasping because I am an only child, so I do struggle with this, but the next thing that I learned is that it is okay to be alone. And I know it's like, you just said you're an only child, now you struggle with being alone. And it's like, it's okay to be alone, but I struggle with isolation, because it's healthy to be alone. It's healthy to recharge. It's healthy to get that time to yourself so that you can put your best self back into society. And I think you need to know the difference between being alone and recharging and isolating yourself. Isolating yourself is inevitably like cutting yourself off from all human interaction, and that right there is not something that you want to do, and that's not going to help you live a fulfilled life and help you be happy. Thousands of studies show that is not going to make you happy. Isolation is, well, actually that's a segue into the next one, but you have to know the difference and realize the difference between isolation and alone time. Being alone is healthy, isolating is not. And this is going into a really good and deep core part of all of these things that I've learned for me personally, and it's that, sorry, let me look at my notes. It's that idle time creates depression. And I do have bipolar depression. I have suffered and struggled with this my whole entire life. I was actually on medication at one point in time, but that's a whole different video. If you would like more information on that, you guys comment down below. Remember, I'm an open book, and your man probably read it. Hey, no, my Megan Thee Stallion voice. But anyway, back to being serious. Idle time helps create depression. And I say this, and I'm speaking from experience, because I learned while I was in Alaska that idle time, when you have nothing but time and nothing to do with that time, you're going to feel useless. You're going to feel like you have no purpose. And when you feel like that, it's very easy for you to slip into a depression or slip back into a depression. And like I said, I've struggled with bipolar depression my whole life. So I'm not just talking out of the air. I'm talking from real experience. And I'm sharing these things not because of any other reason that I just want to help somebody. And also I want to raise awareness about these things. So do not just sit there and do nothing and zombie scroll on your phone. For heaven's sake, please do not do that. Get out, go on a walk, journal, go sniff some candles, go do something where you're doing something actively, because when you feel like you have no purpose and you have no passion to do something, that's when depression can slip in. And those are the 9 tips that, well, not tips, but those are the 9 things that I've learned at 20. And I just really want to thank you guys for clicking on this video. And if you did like this video, or if this video helped you in any way, or made you realize something about yourself, or made you form an unpopular opinion, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe share this video with a friend, and definitely check out my website. It's Unity Online. You can check that out. The link will be in the description. Also, have a blessed day. Thank you guys once again for clicking on this video. Your support is very, very appreciated, and I really hope that this video helped you or helps a friend of yours.